If you own a 2017 through 2020 3.5 liter EcoBoost F-150 and would like to go with a high quality tune to increase the power, throttle response, and drivability, well then the 5-star X4 flash tuner combo that we have here today would be an awesome choice. Now this particular option will include the extremely popular and very easy to use SCT X4 device, along with 3 custom tune files from 5-star for right around $600. So if you didn't know, 5-star tuning is a very popular choice here on the site that specializes in all things Ford, but I would argue they have really cemented themselves as one of the leaders in EcoBoost tuning specifically. Now we don't have in-house dyno numbers for this specific part number. However, 5-star does have a few graphs up on their site with the 93 octane performance tune uploaded, and it shows picking up over 80 horsepower and 100 pound-feet of torque to the wheels, which is extremely impressive to say the least. Now what makes these numbers possible with the EcoBoost platform in general is the untapped potential left on the table from Ford. Now really it's amazing what a little bit more boost, ignition timing, and some cam timing tweaks will do to these trucks, as witnessed with some of our past dyno runs with the 3.5 and even with the numbers that 5-star has given us on their site. Now of course those numbers were made possible using really good quality fuel, at least 91 to 93 octane, as pointed out earlier. Now with that being said, however, 5-star will cater to different octane levels, and that is one of the nice things about getting 3 custom tunes. Now because 5-star does offer a choice between performance, towing, or economy tunes, prospective EcoBoost owners can easily grab one of those 93 octane performance tunes when you really want to have the truck turned up, but then maybe opt for an 87 octane economy tune when you're looking to make a long commute or you just want to save a few bucks at the pump. But going back to that performance tune, owners can get that in octanes ranging from 87 to 93 octane if it is available in your area, of course. Performance tune is as advertised, right? You're certainly going to see the biggest power gains with that higher quality fuel, along with a more pronounced change to things like throttle response, shift points, and shift firmness. Now economy, on the other hand, is really just going to dial all that stuff back in favor of increased miles per gallon, and that will also be available at all octane levels. Along with your choice of performance, towing, or economy, you also have to keep in mind here, guys, that with these custom tunes, they are custom in every sense of the word, meaning they are custom tailored to your setup and all of your truck's modifications. For instance, if you have an aftermarket intake, maybe an aftermarket downpipe or exhaust, or even things like a bigger turbo, 5-star will be able to get you dialed in without an issue. You also have to keep in mind here that engine tuning really is only one half of the equation. 5-star is also known for their transmission tuning as well. Now the crew at 5-star will alter things again like shift parameters, shift points, and firmness depending on your tune, along with improving things like that throttle response that we mentioned earlier, which altogether will just make for a much better experience behind the wheel. But now let's shift gears and talk about the install. And again, this is a very, very easy job if you've never done it before. Site's gonna call this a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter. About 15 minutes to complete from start to finish once you get the tuner plugged in. But to give you a better idea of just how things will go down on your EcoBoost at home, here is an American Trucks customer to walk you through the process.
The only tools needed is the SCT device, the USB cable, and the OBD2 port cable. I took the USB cable provided, plugged it into my computer. I went to sctflash.com, which actually isn't needed. All you have to do is go into the device and click on update, and then you have to be connected to Wi-Fi, and then it'll update. So it's telling me internet's required to access. I already set up Wi-Fi. Now I'm updating. Okay, updating the device took about 15 minutes. I have the OBD2 cable that was provided. I'm gonna plug this in the top here. Okay, and then I'm gonna plug this part down here into the OBD2 port. Let's see if you can see that down there. All right, and then we're gonna turn on the truck and see what happens. Okay, so at this point, I'm ready to program my vehicle. It says to have the key to the off position in the ignition, but off. From this main menu, you just go down to Program Vehicle. Continue. Okay, turn the key on, but do not start. Press Continue. Guess I need more updates. So I already updated the device once, but there's vehicle specific files it's downloading now. So the first time I updated the device took about 15 minutes. We'll see how long this one takes. Looks like it's going pretty quick. There's only 2 files for this one. All right. This is where you can make adjustments to any bolt-on aftermarket parts you've done. I'm gonna approve. Did not change my tire size. I did not change my gear ratio. As you guys can see, it's going pretty fast. I don't know if this is the last step or not. This is my first time using one of these. I'm just using the stock SCT tune right now. If you bought custom tunes from 5-Star or MPT, they email you the tunes and then you upload them to the device and then go through the same process, and then you can switch back and forth between different tunes you choose. It says turn the key on. The key is on, unlocking processor. Alright, as you can see guys, it's taking about probably 2 minutes or so, hopefully, to upload this. I'll check back in with you when it's done. Alright, the tune is almost downloaded now. Let's see what happens next. Turn the keys off. Okay. Keys are off. Turn the vehicle's ignition key to the on again. It says processing data. Turn the key off. Okay, keys off. Turn it on. Download complete. Tune has been programmed successfully to vehicle. Turn the key off. Press done. And that's it, guys.
So wrapping things up, guys, if you are looking for an affordable custom tuning solution for your 2017 through 2020 3.5 liter EcoBoost F-150, be sure to check out the 5-star X4 Flash Tuner combo right here at AmericanMuscle.com.